So you'll see some.
Stop umming.
What?
So
Are you making noises again?
No, you are.
I look like Alan.
Cheese roll.
Although he's got a better beard than me and he knows it.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Right.
Hello, I'm Mark.
I'm Julie.
And welcome to We're on the Move.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome.
Yeah, welcome to this week's vlog. Yet again delayed. We're just too damn lazy, to be honest. That's the problem.
You are.
What?
You are.
I'm not lazy.
You are.
I'm working all the time.
I know.
What are you doing? Pottering? You potter?
Working.
I don't know
Right.
whether you're Beatrix or Harry.
We'll start again.
Right. Hello. Ow. Hello.
Welcome, and on this trip we are going from Berkhamsted to...
Well, it was Apsley,
It was.
but we didn't make it to Apsley. We never make it to our destinations. we always put a destination in and we never get there. We always fall short. We're just too lazy. I mean, this one we went from Berkhamsted to, what was it called?
Winkwell Flight, so just after the Winkwell Flight.
Just before the Fisheries Lock.
Yeah, we did do 8 locks. It was a very, very hot day.
It was.
So that didn't help matters. We did 8 locks and we did 1 electric swing bridge. And we decided, instead of pushing for Apsley, because time was getting a bit late.
It was, because when we were going to get to Apsley, we were going to do all the, facilities, the services, and then we were going to go and do some shopping as well, and then move on from Apsley to Kings Langley. So, and we just figured that it was like 3 o'clock, I think it was, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was like, we're never going to get all that done.
No, and we did think that perhaps everyone had the same idea, because that was the next service point.
Yeah.
Thankfully, when we walked up there later to get some shopping, it was true. It was absolutely chock-a-block at Apsley.
I think there were 5 boats queuing for the water point.
Yeah, there were.
5 boats, yeah.
So we did make the right decision in stopping a little bit short of Apsley at the Winkwell Flight.
Yeah.
And it was a nice mooring.
It was a bit noisy near the railway line, but you know, the railway literally follows the canal at this part of the world, and you know, it's built along the same lines as the canal, so
Yeah.
you can't really escape it. You know, some points it's further away, but where we were, it was quite close. So.
But of course, there wasn't as many trains going because of the COVID-19 and everything.
No, 19.
Being reduced.
Huh?
No, I can't
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
Paul Hardcastle, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh no, don't
can't do
make
that.
your gun noises. So yeah, so you'll see in the footage our little jaunt down from Berkhamsted to not Apsley, and you'll also see Julie going to get my prescription in Berkhamsted and giving you a tiny little tour.
Just going to take some post to the post office, and then I'm going to pick up Mark's prescription at the chemist. Let's go into Berkhamsted.
Berkhamsted is absolutely beautiful, so if you've ever got time to stop over there, can highly recommend it. But it was very, very difficult to social distance in the high street. It's a typical high street with the road going through the middle, and because the market was on, you've got queues for the shops and queues for the market, and yeah, there's no gaps to walk through.
Yeah.
So I had to go via the back route.
You did, yeah. She came back like a frightened little rabbit.
I don't like it out there.
Yeah.
So I've come round the back of the high street. Markets are now allowed to be held. But it was very, very, very difficult to even social distance by a metre. So we're seeing if there's a back way around the high street so that I can avoid all the market stalls. It's very tricky, this. So I'm just queuing outside the chemist. There's only one person allowed in at one time, so I'm just going to wait here and then pick up Mark's prescription. Okay, so picked up Mark's prescription. Now I'm walking all the way behind the high street because it is just way too busy up there. So it's not a very scenic route, but it's a safe route.
Yeah. I think during lockdown she's gone all agoraphobic.
Yeah.
She doesn't like going out at all.
No.
Yeah. Mind you, she doesn't get out of bed most mornings. So,
What a cheek!
Well, I normally go for a jog in the morning and then I come back and I do his breakfast. Then I do the housework and then at about 1 o'clock you get up.
So you know now that this is total lies.
How do you know it's a lie?
Because can anyone see you running?
I'm up at 5 in the morning when everyone's still in bed. That's on my days in the military.
So this is still our push towards the Thames. Ignore everything he says.
Don't ignore everything I say. Yeah, so this is our push for the Thames. I think we're 3 stops away.
We're a few stops away, but you know us, we could stop short.
You know, you can pick and choose when you decide to move the boat, and quite often we change our plans.
Yeah. We will, probably our final bit will be Denham that we stop at, and then we'll do a big push through to Brentford.
Yeah.
The lock is only open 2 days a week at the moment.
Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah, because of the shutdown. So we can only go on the Thames on a Monday or a Friday at the specified time when the tides are right. So.
And you have to book 72 hours in advance, not 48, because it was 48, now it's 72 hours in advance.
Yeah.
So
I think it might be busy.
Yeah, let's just hope there's enough slots for people, because that particular lock only takes 2 narrowboats or 1 wide beam. It's not like the Teddington lock where you can fit about 20 boats in it.
Yeah.
So if you miss your time slot and the tides change, then you can't go.
So we need to get down there for that time because we want to do it before we go into maybe another lockdown.
Yeah.
Let's hope we don't go into another lockdown, but if we do, we'd rather be on the Thames.
Let's keep our fingers crossed that doesn't happen.
There's our boat down there.
And as the boat passes through, if you look in the background, you can see Knowles Mill, and that is on the site of the old castle mill. And according to the history books, there has been a mill on that site for nearly 1,000 years. As we approached the lock, we saw that there was another boat coming up, so we decided to pull in, and it gave us a chance to have a really good look at one of our favourite canal side buildings.
You can just make it out in the background. It's so unusual and so pretty, and it's obviously part of an old canal wharf, but it's now been converted into a house. And I think of all the houses that Julie and I have seen on our travels, this is the one we want. Now it's our turn to go into the lock.
Goodbye then.
This bridge was closed over the winter for repairs, but they've done an amazing job bringing it back to life and painting the fantastic livery on the side. And on the other side it says Port of Berkhamsted. You can just make that out as we're pulling away. This lock that we're approaching now is by the Rising Sun pub, and last year when we came through it was absolutely heaving. You couldn't move for people. They were picnicking on the lock gates, they were drinking beer and cider with their legs dangling over the side of the lock. It was absolutely heaving, and unfortunately this year, as you'll see in a second, it was completely silent thanks to the lockdown.
We are, I think, 4 locks down, and we've got about another 6 to go, I think, if we want to try and get to Apsley before the day is done. The sun is shining, sun hats on, and everything is okay with the world. We're cruising!
And contrary to what Julie might tell you, I actually do pull my weight. This is me working a lock. So not only do I steer the boat, I also do the locks.
Can I just say that was the first lock and the only lock he did that day.
Yeah, this is much more exciting than the lock. That's lovely. Flying down here. What? Look, you could make people jump that. What a car. You need a ramp.
I think there's someone coming up in the lock.
Sorry?
There's someone coming up in the lock.
There's two boats there, yeah.
I was there.
As we approach the bridge, if you look into the water, you'll see green ribbons of weeds. This is where there's been so little boat traffic over the lockdown period that the weeds have been left to grow. Normally boats would move back and forth and keep this growth to a minimum, but unfortunately because no boats were moving, it's been left to its own devices, and you can see it's thick with weeds. we didn't quite make it to Apsley, so we decided to stop a few locks away. So the following day, all we had to do was go through 3 locks, and we would be in our destination.
And for all you viewers, I've got a special little gift for you. For those of you that don't know, I run an online watercolour school, and I'm going to offer 50% off of my 6-month and my 12-month subscriptions for anyone that subscribes or is a viewer of our channel. So to get that, if you go onto my website, click Take a Free Class, and that will take you to my mailing list, and you will receive a free fox video, a free how to paint a fox video. And the following week, shh, not everybody knows, you get 50% off.
Thank you for watching.
And if you've liked the video, if you can give it a thumbs up.
And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps us massively. And if you do subscribe, make sure you click the little bell icon, because that tells you when we post new videos. YouTube will email you notification of it. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the box below. We love your comments. We say it every single week.
Yeah.
And we answer them, every single one of them. So if you have anything you want to know about boat life, or about our life, or if you're thinking of buying a boat, just drop it in the comments below.
Yeah. And we'll see you all next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.